Hello darlings, I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In today's video, I am going to talk to you about the impact of money on your relationships with other people. Yes, how you connect with other people, how other people see you, view you, deal with you. Oh my God, I just had my mind completely blown. I am still working on my series with Clauneck, the Demon of Wealth, in terms of sharing information about humans' relationship with money in exchange for redemption. Now, I do have another version of Clauneck with me today that I created. I'm going to show them to you first, and then I'm going to jump right into this video. So this is the version of Clauneck I have. He's one of my favorites as well. I love his eyes. Oh, let me get him straight. Oh, let me see, can I get him in focus here? I don't know if I can get him in focus. Maybe I'm not. Wait, let me move up a little bit. Okay, I guess I can't get his eyes in focus. Or can I not? Oh, there he is. There he is. Hi, baby. Oh, look at his eyes. And this looks so sincere to me. And again, let me show you a little bit. I don't know why I'm having trouble focusing this today. With the light, you know, with the light. Oh, look at there. See? Isn't that gorgeous? So this is one version. His eyes look so sympathetic to me. And then we have, of course, they're different colors, but these are his wings. Again, his tail. This is the Cassandra version of Clauneck, the Demon of Wealth, darling. I think he is so beautiful. You see the little, I don't know what you call these. Are these spikes or whatever? But anyway, I want to jump right into I'm going to jump right into this video. I don't want him to fall, so give me a quick second. Are you good? Okay, sorry guys. So anyway, I have a lot of notes. Had my mind blown too. I always get my mind blown. But first, I want to tell you guys about the video I did. I think it was the other day about as opposed to saying I want to be rich, I want to be a millionaire, I want to have a lot of money, that you should focus on what you want to give, update, increase, improve, who you want to inspire, who you want to help. That is a much healthier way to want to exchange your energy, as opposed to saying I just want to be rich. Not that there's anything wrong with wanting to be rich. Now, what's very interesting about this whole series, guys, is that all my life I have only I've always just wanted to be a millionaire. Like, where's my $1 million, God? What do you need me to do? So even though I'm sharing this information, I think no one is benefiting from it more than me. So my son likes to argue with me, and he says, Ma, this whole thing, it doesn't make sense. He argues with every single point. He disagrees with it. And he says, so how is this helping you? Well, you know, usually when I wake up, I think to myself, how can I make $1 million, right? But now, since doing this series, I wake up thinking, how can I write the best book possible? How can I make book 4 the bomb book? How can I make it like my mind is very strategic. What can I do to make sure the Jungle Beauty Goddess Museum is the best quality? What can I do to improve my doll making? You see, that thinking is so much healthier than where is my $1 million. I really feel like now that I'm thinking about what I want to do, as opposed to just give me my money. Yeah, I just feel like the thought is healthier, it's more practical, it feels good. So I think that is helping me. But let's talk about money. And oh my goodness, I have so many notes here. I don't know where to start. So just roll with me, work with me. So one of the things that came to me was let me see, can I get this in some order here? Is that when you obtain, and this is for people who want an extreme amount of wealth, people who are super rich or people, but I think it can apply because money can be relative. If you're making, $300,000 a year, you probably don't need a lot of things, right? So one of the things that came to me is that, okay, people think that rich people don't have to pay for anything, but they do have to pay for things. But the things that they start to pay for are the things that was once free. And I'll break this down in details later. So just imagine this. You want to be rich out of your mind. You want your money flowing, right? And just your money flowing and growing, right? And you're multi-millionaire, but of course most of your friends and your family members are not multi-millionaires. But the thing is, once you acquire, regardless if you work for it, if your money in the stock paid off, if you hit the lottery, it doesn't matter how you get the money. Once you acquire an extreme amount of wealth, according to Clauneck, the Demon of Wealth, this is my little download, my little exercise. A lot of this is practical. A lot of this, what I'm about to tell you now, most of you already know. So, once you have everything, people want to give you everything for free. You'll be surprised if people know that you have large amounts of money, if people know that you are wealthy, all of those things that you wanted, like if you were hungry and broke and had nothing, no one would give you anything. Maybe they would give you $1 or buy you a burger. But truly, the more money you have, the more things will be given to you for free, like cars and jewelry and luxury items and vacations. People would just gift you things because you have money. Isn't that interesting? The paradox: when you had nothing, no one would give you anything, but now that you have everything and you don't need anything from anyone, people want to give you everything, right? So there's 3 groups of people. That's one group. The people, each group moves a little bit further away from your heart space. So imagine, the only circle I have is this. This is kind of good though. So this is you, right? Now this is the group out here. There's 3 groups. The group that's farthest away from you, you will develop, they have a very objective relationship with you. They don't love you. You come into their restaurant, they know that you are very wealthy and they want to give you a free meal. They want to give you, the next time you come, it's on me. And when you were too broke to eat there, they didn't offer you anything. Now, there's another group of people. Oh, and also when you have this level of wealth, you have no interest rates. You don't have to pay extra money for anything. Banks cater to you. People want to give you more money, give you credit cards. Oh, here's 100. This is a limitless credit card, darling. I know you don't need it, but that's why you can have it. Ha! Isn't that amazing? When you don't need something, the world wants to give you more and a lot of it. But when you don't need it, they want to give you everything. And when you really, really need it, it's like, oh no, you think I'm going to give you a limitless credit card and you have no money? You think I'm going to give you a free meal at this luxurious restaurant and you have no money? You think I am about to pay for your vacation, darling, and you have no money? I'm going to give you a free vacation? Are you crazy? So that's what's interesting, right? I have a lot. I have everything. I need no one, and people are pouring into me and giving me everything. This group of people, they are further removed around your circle. Like say you have a circle. They don't love you. They don't care. They just feel like, look, I know you're somebody because you have, a lot of money, and I'm going to cater to you and give you things so you can come back, maybe refer your friends. I'm looking for you to bring the people along like yourself who will come to my restaurant. Maybe you can put me on. Maybe I can somehow benefit from giving you free things, right? Now you have another group of people. This next group of people these are family and friends, right? But these are people in your life who are closer in that circle. I don't know if I'm showing this good, but they're like closer. This is group 2, or maybe group 2. These are people who feel like, well, now that you're rich, I don't understand why you can't pay my student loans. Or whenever you go out, these are people who feel that you should treat them. You should pay for everything. They feel like, shoot, if you want me to go with you, obviously you're going to pay my way, right? They are never going to pull their wallets out around you because they feel like you got it like that. So these are people who feel like their friendship was once free. Oh, but now it's expensive. You want to go hang? Well, I know you got this, right? So if you don't give these, pay their way, buy them things, these are people who are going to come to you and say, look, I have this wonderful idea for a business, but all I need is just $50,000. And I know you have it because I know you're making millions of dollars, and I don't understand why you can't fund my dream. I don't understand why you can't put my kid through college. People will start telling you about their problems and all of the things that they need financially in hopes that you will, volunteer to pay for it. Now, these are people who see you in terms of what you can do for them. You already know that if you call them, be prepared to pay. You know what I'm saying? There is no I pay mine or you pay yours. It's nothing like that. They feel like you have the most money, so therefore you owe me. And so I was wondering, why are people this way? And for some reason, this answer doesn't make sense to me, but what came to me from Clauneck or my imagination or whatever, child, is that people feel like when you have a lot of money, that it's not your money, that it doesn't belong to you, that it belongs to, that God gave it to you, the universe, source, all that is, divine mother, whatever. But the money that has come to you is not because you work for it or you deserve it, but it's like, well, just because it landed in your bank account, it doesn't mean it's yours. That's our money. And if you want to be my friend, if you want us to hang out and do fun things together, no, don't even think about it unless you plan on paying for it. Now, this is a group of people that you can't hang around them without them telling you about, in some indirect or direct way, about something they need, a surgery that a family member is having, something that they want you to fund. And if you aren't willing to share your money with them, they really don't have time for you. And so you'll find yourself either with the people who are always giving you free things, but these aren't your friends either. The people who are giving you free things, oh my God, you're at my restaurant. Oh, let me give you this beautiful bracelet. Just tell all your friends about it, right? So these are still people who want something from you, but in a different way. And also people who don't have money. Let's say people who are not extremely wealthy. These are people who pay like high interest rates for credit cards. They live in neighborhoods where everything costs more for this group of people. And so I asked Clauneck, why is it that the people who have the least amount of money pay the most in terms of interest rates and credit cards and student loans? And it's like they give. And what came to me, and I don't know if this makes sense to me, I don't know if I agree with it or not, is that the reason that they pay more is because they have more to give. And that these people who have more to give are actually, I'm looking for the exact words, they are like I think it's the heartbeat. Let me see. Give me a second here, guys. Yes. The people who pay more have more to give. They are the lifeblood of human society, and they keep the planet running. And because if everyone was on vacation, and if everybody was like, oh, I'll just go if I feel like it, who cares about if the kids are educated? I am going to go away, darling. I have to go shopping. So basically, people who are paying the most are also people who are the most valuable and who are giving the most. They're paying the most because they have the most to give. So now what was interesting about this is that, and this, I don't know if I agree with you guys. I'm just being honest. Oh, this is what he said. Extremely wealthy people, for extremely wealthy people, he said usually when a person acquires an extreme amount of money, they have reached the pinnacle of their creativity and they have nothing else to give but money. But the paradox for them is that the things that was once free to them will now become very expensive and elusive. And so the things that was once free to them is there were people who loved them for themselves, people who was not interested in their money, people who didn't want to use them, people who was there because their love was genuine. Whatever, however you want to define this, it was a genuine relationship. But what happens is that once people acquire an extreme amount of money, they attract people who want to take their money, steal from them, fake people who yes men. Of course I'm going to agree with you. You paying me. Like, what do I care if what I'm saying is true or false? I'm on your payroll, dude. I'm your assistant. I'm trying to keep my job. So what happens is you surround yourself, unfortunately, by a lot of people who really, they're not going to tell you the truth because they're just thinking, I just want to get my paycheck. They look at you in terms of you paying for things or working for you. Your relationships become more connected to how much you're paying people, right? So, but the thing is, the next group of people, and this is the one that's closest to your heart, when you become extremely wealthy in terms of the wealth of people who have this level of wealth, kind of money that, most of it, I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably like, you want it still, is you will have, the thing that will be hardest for you to get are the people who want nothing from you. The people who are genuine. People who you couldn't pay them $1 million to be your friend. You couldn't pay them $1 million to love you. You couldn't pay them $1 million to be faithful or be loyal or any of those things, because people who, this level of people, the people who are genuine and who you can't buy gifts for, you can't give money to and think they're going to love you for, they're the ones who's like, no, I don't care about your money. I think you are a butthole. I don't care about, you didn't come home last night. I don't care about your money. I want somebody who loves me or who is respectful to me. And you're going to have this exposure. You have all, you got $1 million. You can do what you want to do. People are giving you things, right? And most of your relationships at this point are people who where it is tied to money. People who want you to fund their ideas, or people who want you to educate their kids, people who want you to fix their house, pay for their surgeries, people who feel like, oh, well, God has blessed you tremendously with all of this money that belongs to, that you must share with me. So now, the people who matter the most, that love, that genuine, rich, juicy love that everybody crave, that's where people who have an enormous amounts of wealth, those are the people that they have the hardest time keeping in their lives. And the reason they have a hard time keeping them is because these people cannot be bought. You cannot buy them. You cannot lie to them. You cannot persuade them. You cannot control them. You cannot trick them. You can't buy them a house. You can't fund them. They are not for sale. And the people who are not for sale are not going to really be in your circle or around you, the ones who really love you, the ones who will tell you the truth, unless you are genuine. Unless you do not allow your money to go to your head, or if you think that even though everybody else is how may I help you, and bow to, and bowing to you and giving to you, and these people, they're not going to do that, because so your interests become, you're not paying an interest rate on a credit card, you're not paying an overdraft fee on your checking account, you have everything that you could possibly want physically, and the world is giving you everything. But the most valuable commodity that every human craves is someone who loves them deeply and intensely. Somebody who is loyal to you, somebody who loves you. Those would be the hardest people to keep in your life if you are extremely wealthy. That's where, you can't buy that. And these people won't tolerate any behavior that defies their humanity. They won't stick around just because you have money. They will leave you because they'll leave you because they truly love you. But anyway, I thought this was really interesting. In terms of the three groups of people, the ones who would give you everything for free because you have money. The next group, they only want you to buy, they only would be around you if you're paying for everything. And the next group, you couldn't buy if you tried. And these people are genuine and true, but the more money you have, the fewer people you will have in your life like this, unless you remain spiritually grounded, emotionally grounded, genuine, honest, and a truly decent person. Otherwise, you'll just be surrounded by people who really don't care about what happens to you. I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.